We're here to talk about the Nigerian economy from a bird's eye point of view, that's seeing it all. And we're happy to have our guests and our speakers this morning, well attended, to be able to disseminate key information as far as the Nigerian economy in 2024 is concerned. I'm sure you are worried, definitely. Your business is very key for you. Your board members are asking questions. I'm talking of, right now, everybody's talking strategy. 2023 was a year where we looked at things related to a new government coming into place, talking about the devaluation of the naira, the unification of the foreign exchange rate, the removal of fuel subsidy and its attendant effects on our businesses. 2024 is upon us, and we can only look at 2024 with hope in our eyes. Like I was just, of course, a few weeks ago, the World Bank has restated their prediction for the Nigerian economy from 2.9% to 3.3% on the back of the reforms that definitely will come to being. And I'm happy that we have the fiscal policy and tax chairman of the federal government that will be telling us some of these reforms in the course of his presentation today.
I have no doubt that the lineup of high-impact projects by the Chamber in 2024 will contribute significantly to tighten relationships between both countries, France and Nigeria. 2024 is a strategic year for the Nigerian economy, with the new administration planning to continue implementing structural reforms and dearly hope to see the business environment become easier. I would like to commend the Chamber for organizing this very important event today to gain a bird's eye view on the Nigerian economy in 2024, recognizing the dynamic landscape that lies ahead. It must not fail to mention that the enduring presence of the French business in Nigeria remains and will continue to grow in Nigeria.
Our firm, Stren and Blan partners, what we do is we advise businesses, right? We hold the hands of businesses. And that was why it was important to us that we have this conversation, because a couple of our clients, a bunch of them, majority are foreign entities. And the first question you get at the beginning of the year is, where is Nigeria going? And you get tired of talking about it at some point, and you say, okay, you know what, let's gather some persons in the room and have these discussions, right? I say that 2023 for me was a year of reforms, right? I was part of the committee that worked on the Business Facilitation Act, right, which we still hope would be the game changer. And hopefully with the work Mr. Taiwo is doing and his committee and some of the reforms that we're also seeing, we'll be able to see us get to that El Dorado, which we are hoping that Nigeria would become.
For us in Nigeria, it was even more complicated, because now it means that whatever decision the US makes, whatever decisions they make in Europe, would have huge impacts on us. So by raising interest rates in the US, raising it in Europe, capital will leave our environment. So you offer someone 10% in Nigeria, even real 10%, and they can get 5% in the US, they'll go to the US. The reason is because investors are not just interested in returns. They're interested in risk-adjusted returns, right? What's the risk that I can even get my money out in Nigeria when I want to get it out?
CEOs and CFOs should focus on the new increase in education tax rates from 2.5% to 3%. And this is effective already for financial periods ending 1st of September 2023. So for the current audits that are ongoing for financial year ending 31 December 2023, I know a lot of organizations may not be aware of this until they go to file their annual returns on or before the 30th of June 2024. So it would be nice to keep this in mind. The next area that I think businesses should focus on is on transfer pricing. they need to stay informed on changes in transfer pricing regulations.
Yeah, so we have gas, and like Taiwo mentioned, I just wanted to, say something at the back of what we are currently facing in Nigeria as a country that, arguably, I would say arguably, because right now we probably rank 7th or 8th in terms of the, cubic trillions of gas that we have, proven gas reserves, right? Under countries like Iran that have like 1.6, but really, when you do the research, we probably have up to 2. We have over 2 trillion, right? Which actually ranks above Iran. So arguably we could be the country that has the largest gas reserves in the entire world.
The value chain, from a value chain perspective, most of the equipment we use are imported. And if you're going to import any equipment, of course, FX. And, if you have FX issue, then you're down to, we're like a typical manufacturing company. Now, a very clear example, not so distant ago, was maybe I think a month or 2 months ago, where we were able to import FX, right? Legally, right? And the intention was to use that FX to buy the equipment that we needed. And then it became impossible to actually buy the FX.
The AFC, we're a development finance institution. Our job is focusing on supporting developing countries. The ultimate mission is poverty elimination, but if you break that down, it's jobs, it's opportunities, etc., etc. For us, one of our big areas is renewable energy, for example. Nigeria has got, huge commitments in terms of NDCs, whereby it's looking to scale up. First of all, it needs to grow its economy. It needs to get some electricity for for her, so that she doesn't run her generator. So that means that our stranded assets, I don't know, what's the generation capacity? About 14 gigawatts, and we're generating only 4 gigawatts. A lot of the difference is lack of gas supply, and all that. But
so we need to reverse institutional, legal, and regulatory failure. Nigeria is like the wild, wild west. So everybody comes in here because there's an opportunity to make money, and there are no